Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sharing 10 things the Celebrity Constellation got right. And what is first on the list, Rob?
First on the list is the theater. And we love the theater. It's kind of like this throwback to the old style theater, but very grand, very nice.
Yes, like luxurious and nostalgic. It had a really cool vibe feel to it.
We sat up in the balcony and we loved it. A lot of the new theaters, they're too modern, I think, for our taste. But
yes,
the theater was great. We saw a really great comedian there, and we had a great time in the theater. I think it's one thing they really got right.
What's the next thing? What's the big hit?
The biggest hit probably was the free ice cream. And so at the buffet, they have like an ice cream station.
Not just like the soft serve that you're used to on a lot
Somebody
of ships.
Scooping it up for you.
It's like an actual, ice cream shop, and you can either do the bowl or the cone. And they had not just like, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. They had like different flavors of like sorbets. One day they had like mango, they had lychee, they had all kinds of stuff. So lots of different flavors, and it tasted really fresh, really good. Like maybe, I don't know if they were making it on board, but it was really quite tasty. It was a really big hit.
Yeah. Another thing I thought was that the shore excursions were priced really well, especially for Celebrity. You can tend to think sometimes Celebrity is going to be more. Yeah. But I looked at the prices and they were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't hesitate to do it. And if you haven't seen our other ship tips video, I'll give you one here. They do sell out quickly, so book the shore excursion. If you know you're going to do it, go ahead and book it.
Yeah. The next thing is the staff. The staff was super friendly, and now we did find a lot of the staff happened to be pretty new to being cruise ship staff, but they were super friendly and actually tried to be as helpful as possible, which is something that is consistent with the Celebrity brand.
Yeah, we did appreciate that. They were very nice, very friendly, very helpful to everyone that was on board.
Yeah. Another thing that we liked is the spa bar, where you could get like smoothies and fruit and salads and things like that just in one area. And that was inside the solarium. So that was really nice to have access to something like that. Plus, our cabin was not that far from that area, so it was nice to just zip up and grab some fruit or a smoothie and either enjoy there or take back to the room. But that was something that we really enjoyed.
Yeah, this next item is something that a lot of people complain about on ships that I've noticed in the comment section. Leave us a comment. We do read those. And that is that on this ship, they do have burgers and dogs and fries by the pool. And a lot of people like to be able to be at the pool, get up, get a quick bite, and just stay at the pool.
Right. Without having to get completely, because you can't walk into the buffet generally in your swimsuit while you're, wet, lying out. So it's nice to have that outside right there with you. Easy peasy, walk right up, grab your food, go sit right back down.
Yep. And speaking of that, there are plenty of deck chairs by the pool. Now, there are a lot of deck chairs, but I would say there's probably not that many more deck chairs than any other ship. There's probably just less people using the deck chairs.
Yeah.
So the end result is if you want a deck chair, you can get one, which is really all that matters. I think it's kind of less of a sunbathing crowd, so you will find deck chairs pretty plentiful. And that does line up with the next thing that they got right, which is there are a lot of hot tubs.
Yes.
There's 4 on the main pool deck, and then there's 2 in the solarium, and they are not full. So that is a good thing.
Especially at night.
Especially at night. You can use all 4
You can take a dip in each one of them all by yourself at night, no problem whatsoever.
So it's kind of a thing because this Celebrity Constellation is generally a little bit older crowd than, let's say, Carnival is probably the youngest crowd, and then NCL and MSC are kind of in the middle there. This is a little bit of an older crowd, so you're gonna find things like pools and hot tubs.
Right.
They're not as busy. In Carnival, you would never get a hot tub to yourself.
Not even at night.
No, not even.
You probably have to get up at right when it opens to get in a hot tub by yourself, and it's it's not really an early crowd per se
Right,
on,
exactly.
on Carnival. So next is, embarkation day can be a hassle, honestly. If you've cruised a lot, sometimes the process is not that great. I understand that. Depends on what port you're at. But for the Celebrity Constellation, it was actually so smooth. We never once had to stop our feet from moving when we got there. We walked in, we checked in, walked through, go through security, go do the check-in, face recognition, all that kind of good stuff. Up the escalator, walk right in. We never once had to stop and sit down. And we actually got there right about when they said we should check in, which always varies, but everyone just kept moving. There was no one sitting and waiting anywhere. Everyone was just moving forward and onto the ship. So that was really good.
It was great.
Yeah.
Lots of free activities on this ship. They did get that right.
Yes.
I did like that about it. Lots of things to do. I don't think you'll find yourself bored. They always have little games, contests, things going on.
Yeah, and honestly, it's frustrating when they have activities and there's an extra charge. You've already paid your fee. It's nice when they have a lot of activities that are already included.
Yeah.
I mean, I paid my fee, so it's nice to have those things available, and Celebrity Constellation have a lot of those.
Yeah. The biggest thing they got right in our mind is the Thalasso pool. It's in the solarium, and it's the biggest Thalasso pool you'll ever see in your life. And it is free.
It's wild.
I think that we think they got it right. They probably think they got that wrong because they can't charge for it.
Right.
So you'll note on all the newer ships, they don't do that anymore. They put that in the thermal suite and they charge you $200, $300 to use it, and it's not even as big as this one. So I think that this will probably never happen again on another ship where you'll see a thermal pool this big just out on a solarium for free.
Exactly.
So take advantage of this one because it is amazing.
Absolutely. Not just that, they have the saunas that you could use in the male and female locker rooms. They have free saunas in there as well. So honestly, no reason. I mean, sorry, Celebrity, but there's no reason for anyone to purchase the thermal suite on this ship because it's 0% worth it when you have access to the saunas and the enormous Thalasso pool for free.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to beat that.
Yeah. Exactly. They got the beds right.
Ooh, yes. Yes.
For
We're
sure.
like Goldilocks with beds. We don't like them to be too soft, where you're sinking in like you're in a horror movie. And we don't like them to be way too firm, like we're sleeping on the floor. We like them, kind of right in the middle. And these beds were perfect. It was like, I slept so good every single night. It was great.
Yeah. And then the internet is one of the other big things they really got right. They do have the Starlink system, which if you're not familiar with it, that's the super fast satellite internet. It goes up to 4 megabits per second, and you're going to feel like you could be at home on your internet. Same type of thing. It's definitely worth it. Super fast. Really, really good job by them getting it on there. We were just on the NCL ship last week, the Gem, and it was so slow that it was
so slow.
Painful.
It was painful.
Yeah. So if you're on there for like 10 days, there's stuff you got to do. You got to...
Yeah. And I mean, we travel full time, so we are trying to, run businesses and communicate with staff and everything while we're traveling. So it is important for us to do that, and some people do need to still do some work while they're traveling as well, so that is important to have something that you can actually use. It was really nice to have something a little bit faster on a cruise ship, which is hard to believe.
Buy the premium internet on this ship to get access to that, though, and it will completely be worth it.
It will. Guys, hopefully these will help you out as you're planning your trip on the Celebrity Constellation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like. If you have any questions or comments to add, leave us those down below in the comment section. And hopefully we'll see you guys on board.